How did I get my professional contract with Cage Warriors? Pretty circumstantial really. The stars sort of aligned for me to make it all happen. I had my last amateur fight in March 2020. It wasn't meant to be my last amateur fight, it was a fight on Cage Warriors, and after I won, my coach said, "Do you want to turn pro?" I said, "I think I want to have a few more amateur fights first, because if I'm going to turn professional, I want to do it on Cage Warriors." He said, "Okay, we'll get you some rapid fire amateur fights and get you out back to back from now on." Anyway, after that, COVID happened, so I never ended up having them fights. Over the next 6 months, obviously all the gyms were shut, we were trying to train, there was no shows on. When everything sort of opened up again, my coach said to me, "Listen, if you want to fight, you're going to have to fight professional, because only professional sports are coming back." I said, "Okay, get me a professional fight. I want to fight on Cage Warriors though." As time then moved on, the only show that had come back in the UK was Cage Warriors, because we were doing the COVID bubbles, behind closed door shows with testing and stuff like that. I was on a regional show that was meant to be going ahead in November. Paul Rimmer said to me, "Don't wait out on that show, it's not going to happen. They're not doing testing, they're not doing bubbles. Look for Cage Warriors, and the best way to do it is to get ready for it as if you're fighting, and if there's a pull out, we'll jump in on it." So I started training for that date, got offered a fight against a 2-0 guy. I said yeah, but that guy ended up saying no, he didn't want to fight me for whatever reason. But Cage Warriors said, "For jumping in and for accepting the fight, we're going to now find you a fight instead of finding him one." 2 weeks notice, I'd said yeah, I was now on Cage Warriors. In return, they went and found me an opponent, ended up fighting Oscar Owensworth. They found me in about 9 days out from the fight. I remember being in the back for that fight, and my coach Paul saying to me, "You do realise if you win this fight, you're going to get a multi-fight deal with Cage Warriors." So if I didn't need any more pressure before making my pro debut, I fucking got some. Anyway, went out there, stopped them in the first round, and Cage Warriors contacted me a few days later and said, "We want you to sign a multi-fight deal exclusively with us," and the rest is history.